Good morning. Hope you're excited about the week ahead. There's a quote that's on my mind today. Well, it's not really a quote because no one really quite knows who said it. It probably just bubbled out of the collective consciousness. It doesn't really matter. And it goes something along the lines of, the greatest day of my life was the day that I realised that my life was my own. I took full responsibility for all my choices and actions, and when you take responsibility for your life, you get endless possibilities. Something like that. Anyway, no one really knows who said it. Doesn't really matter. But I was having a conversation, like in the comments earlier on, about this phenomenon about that break, and it can be quite a kind of a sudden thing when you have this realization that your life is your own, that you are responsible. So let's just unpick it a little bit. And I often talk about this process of awakening as like stretching a rubber band. So you get evidence that, maybe the world isn't really set up in my best interests after all. Right? Now, I'm not talking about the universe here, friends. I'm talking about the world, the system, the world of men, of law, society, okay, money, all of that stuff. Not all of it, but the system, you know what we're talking about. Maybe it's not all set up in my best interests after all, and that stretches the rubber band a little bit, right? And then you get more stuff comes along, you go, these national dietary guidelines, they don't seem to, like people are following these guidelines. I'm looking around, I'm going, we're a nation of wobble bottoms, and, there's not trying to denigrate anybody there, but it's a fact, right? People are getting fat and sick and tired and depressed and miserable and stressed, right? Something ain't working. Or maybe it is. As I said in my video yesterday, it's all working exactly as intended. Mwahaha. So the rubber band stretches, and then you see another bit of evidence, right? Right, my doctor, I'm getting to 50, my doctor says you should be on statins, right, to prevent high cholesterol. Bullshit. Your liver makes 70 to 80% of the cholesterol your body needs. It's used as part of the structure of every cell wall, including your nerves and your bones and your brain. It's the myelination in your brain that prevents Alzheimer's. It covers all of your nerves. It's part of the majority of your hormones, including all the sex hormones and vitamin D, the protohormone. You cannot make this vitamin D in your skin without cholesterol. And they have drinks on the shelves that say, helps lower cholesterol. They do, because they've got plant sterols in, which are the plant kingdom's equivalent of cholesterol that do not belong in your body. Your body can mistake them because they're chemically, structurally almost identical to cholesterol, and it tries to build using that stuff, and it doesn't work properly. And so, but even your liver goes, there's plenty of cholesterol in the system, I don't need to make as much. True. Does it lower cholesterol? Yes. Is that a good thing? Hell no, right? Rubber band stretches just a little bit, all of these things. And then finally, but the more the rubber band stretches, the more your ego kind of pulls back, saying this can't be. Like, if they're lying about that, what else are they lying about? If they're lying about that, what does that mean for me? My whole understanding of the world and where I fit in is being challenged. Hey, good, right? Because you do fit in to the real universe, the real world. You have a place, you have a purpose. But you don't get to know that until you realize that your life is your own. And you take back responsibility. So you can be stuck in this mindset that society will look after me. It won't. And that in return, I am responsible to society. You're not. This is a myth. This is an illusion that has been spun to keep you in prison, to keep you down, to keep you weak, and to keep you from realizing the truth, which is that you're an awesome, powerful, goddamn human being. So there's this concept called communalism. Not communism, but it's not a million miles apart, right? In prehistoric times, if you believe in this, then we lived in small hunter-gatherer tribes, maybe max 100 to 200 people. You knew everybody, you knew their face, you trusted them, you had to, and it made perfect sense, right? You had each other's backs because the health of every individual and the strength of every individual benefited the health and the strength of the tribe, and vice versa. We all benefited from being a tribe, right? They've now taken that to say there's 8 billion people on this planet, supposedly, and we're all responsible. You're not only responsible for the other 8 billion, right, which is ridiculous, you're also responsible for the damn planet. It's like, what? Anyway, I digress. So we have a challenge. I have a challenge for you, my dear friend. My role here, as I've said, is to help everybody to realize their power and to step into being the best version of themselves. When you look in the mirror, you see a human being that you are proud of, that inspires you, that you know that you're looking your best and feeling your best, because you should. You are designed like every other creature in creation. You are designed to look your best, feel your best, do your best. Can you look in the mirror and see that person looking back at you, right? And this is not, the goal of this is not to make anybody feel shitty about themselves. It's to underline the point. The greatest day of your life is the day when you realize that your life is yours. Society is not responsible for you, don't give a shit about you. And you are not responsible for it either. You are responsible and answerable not to society, lawmakers, governments, which is all, look, it's all, and I'm not saying this is all bad stuff, right? It's there are administrative things that need to happen and whatever, right? It's just that you don't have to don't have it as your master, right? You should have no master other than yourself, the conscience of your soul, and your creator, whoever, whatever that is to you. So this is why what I'm doing on a daily basis is speaking out and spreading the word, and it starts with taking back control of your health. Because if your body is weak, if you are addicted, low energy, bad sleep, chronic health conditions, pharmaceuticals, so that you rattle when you jump up and down, right? Fat, obese, unhappy, miserable, depressed, or stressed, which is like nearly everybody. You're a customer. That's all you are. You're just a great customer. Like, brilliant. Well done. You're playing your part in the economy, but cui bono? Who benefits? Not you. You can start to benefit when you realize that your life is yours and you take responsibility for that. And it means it's so often having to change your thinking. Let me tell you, I am 52 years old. I feel the best that I can remember feeling, talking about living memory. In February, I started taking this fixed product. The very next day, literally within 24 hours of the first dose, right, 1.2 milliliters of a clear, colourless, tasteless, odourless liquid that I drop in a drink. Right, the very next day, the volume level on my negative self-talk was turned all the way down, right down. It's not gone away completely, of course. Right, I still have a blooming conscience. But none of that stress. I used to lie in bed, right, every night trying to sleep. Do you get this? Anyone else have problems trying to sleep? And my brain, decent brain, would go, I know what would be a fun thing to do. Let's pull out that folder we've got of all the embarrassing and shameful things that you've ever done, Ben. And let's go through those. That'd be a good idea. Particularly with rugby refereeing, because you always make mistakes as a referee. Not suitable for people with ADHD. Anyway, that's another story for over a pint one day. So now I watch an episode of something, or then I'll go, do you know what, I'm tired now. And I shut my laptop, and I put it to one side, and I put my head down, and I sleep. And I sleep deeper, and I have more dreams, which means I'm getting more REM sleep. And we've got, everyone with Fitbits and Oura rings and smartwatches that measure your sleep. They're saying, I'm getting double the amount of deep sleep. That means more repair. People waking up in the morning with boundless energy, stable energy throughout the day. It's magical, right? This is the way that we're designed to be. The problem is modern society keeps us in stress, and when you're in stress, you can't heal properly. You don't get into that parasympathetic nervous state where you do deep healing. This product sorts that out. Tricks your body into thinking you may have ingested a poison, puts you into parasympathetic rest, repair, heal state for up to 9.5 hours, and you start to catch up. You start to become, it's not like the best version of yourself, but it is. It's just the way that you're supposed to be. And if you look in the mirror and you know this is not the way that I am meant to be, well, you've got a chance to do something about it, and you've got that chance right now. This is your challenge. The greatest day of your life is the day when you realize that your life is your own. What are you going to do about it? There is a product out there, thank goodness, that you can take every day that sets you back to feeling that like you're meant to feel. Your best. That's my understanding. That's my reality. That is my challenge to you.